Hello there people, my name's Tom. I'm from Vintage Caravan Spares, as you can see here. This is a business that we have that supplies vintage caravan parts, new parts for second-hand caravans. We're going to try and keep the video quite quick because it chews up a lot of space on the internet. So what the idea today is going to be to polish the small window which is out of a Hillandale Caravan. So thank you Katrina for your window. What we're also going to do is we're going to fit new rubber to the inside glass and to the outside. This particular one, Hillandale were making caravans around the 60s, and we know that they fit other Viscounts as well. So very quickly what we're going to do is show you how to first remove parts of the window. If you flip your window up, on the end here you will find there are screws, just small screws on the end there. And the idea is to undo that little screw, if we can get that around there to show you a bit better. There it is, just inside there. So we're going to undo that screw. There are two of those. We're going to undo those, and what that allows us to do is to remove the top part of the frame. Now, removing that part of the frame allows us to get to the glass. So very carefully undo the screws. And sometimes people pull the rubbers out from the windows before they dismantle the top part of the window. In some cases that's fine, you can get the glass out okay. In this case I think it might be best that we remove the top section completely. Once that is removed, we can then hopefully slide the glass out, because the rubber at the moment is very, very hard. So I think if we try and remove it while it's still in there, it's going to give us a lot of grief. So we remove that part there. Let's bring it back up so you can see. You can see now with the glass, the top part moved, you can actually see the glass and the rubber just in there. So we're going to try and slide that rubber out. Slide the glass out, sorry. Hopefully that glass comes out good. A lot of the time you will find the glass is very hard to find. So be very, very careful. We'll just put that aside. Okay, so that part's out now. We're left with our rubbers on the outside. We're left with the rubber and the rubber on the inside. What we're going to do is to remove those rubbers. Now a little trick on the inside here, you will find just on the inside there the aluminium has been crimped over. Now what that does is stop the rubber from coming out after manufacture. So we just spread that apart. Now we should be able to remove the rubber quite easily, just with a set of pliers. If we remove that part of the rubber, you'll find most of the time it will just come apart and straight off. You'll see there it's starting to break up, so you want to try and be a little bit careful so that it's not left in there. When we remove the rubber, this particular window we're going to polish it with a couple of products. We're just slowly pulling that out there all the way around. We've got that one out, we'll get rid of him, and we're left with the little rubber on the inside. This rubber pushes back into this section here, so replacing the rubber is going to be another task all on its own. So for now what we're going to do is we're just going to remove the rubber out and around. Remove it. As you can see, it's already starting to break up, which is a bit of an issue. We'll pull that out along there. You can see it's very, very worn. The UV stabiliser that's in the rubber has completely disappeared, and you're just left with the rubber itself. So that's what happens there. So our job now is to polish the window. The best way to do that is to just slip your window back together and screw the screws back in because it's a bit easier to handle when you find that it's all back together. And once it's together, we'll give it a bit of a clean to get some of the dust out, and then we can start to give it a bit of a polish. All these things are quite tricky sometimes.